Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Cooking Fantastic, because that's what's going to happen. Tonight I'm going to be cooking this mango, coconut and lime chicken mini fillets, I might have had a beer, with some green Thai curry paste, creamed coconut and some coconut rice. I'm out on a bit of a car camping expedition and I fancied being a bit extravagant. I've got some water here with which to do the coconut block, and I'm going to be cooking this in a Ridgemonkey pan on the flower pot stove. Look at that, how fancy is that? Let's get cooking. First things first, we need to take some of this creamed coconut block and chop off. It says in the instructions that what you need to do is pour 400 ml of boiling water into a jug and add 100 grams of this. This is a 200 gram block. I'm going to be using about 50 grams and about 100 ml. This is purely going to be guesswork because we're out in the field. And yes, I do mean that quite literally. So I'm going to be estimating roughly what 100 grams is. So if this is, sorry, 50 grams is. So if this box is 200 grams, that's about half of it, and then that will be about that again. I've pre-measured out about 100 ml of water in here. Going to put that in the pan. This is purely an experiment, never done anything like this before in this type of pan. So let's get that boiling. Right, so the water's boiling nicely. Let's add the coconut stuff. Get that in there. And get this kind of nicely broken up. I've no idea, I've never used this stuff before. This is all new to me. Right, so that's kind of melted down nicely now to make some kind of coconut milk stuff. Let's get some of this chicken in there. Actually, no. Obviously, this is all very experimental. Oh! Well, that didn't go very well, did it?
What you done? Just knocked it?
The wind took it. Well, that didn't work out very well, did it? Let's try again. Take two. Oldest friend reckons I shouldn't do these kind of things after I've had a couple of beers because he reckons I get a bit giddy.
He does.
But I think it makes for entertaining viewing if I get a bit giddy.
Not when you're here watching it.
But let me know what you think in the comments. So I'm heating some more water up. I did manage to salvage some of the last batch. So I'm just going to let that boil again. Oh look, grass, always extra content. Right, so we're bubbling again. Let's get a bit more of this coconut in just to offset the bit that was lost last time, and because I've added a bit of water.
From a joker.
And we'll try this again. I have put a trivet under the pan this time to hopefully stop the same thing happening again. Right, so that's melted in there nicely. I'm going to add some Thai green curry paste. I know you're supposed to fry this. I'm just trying things a little bit different tonight. This may work, it may end up being a bit horribly wrong. And then while that's bubbling away nicely, let's get the chicken in. Ooh, wind nearly took that then. I'm going to hold the pan and do this one bit at a time. And then just close this off. I'm going to leave that to simmer for a little while on gas mark country.
In the satellite plant pot cooker.
Let's just have a look, see how it's doing about 5-10 minutes later. So that's cooking nicely now. I have turned the heat down. Chicken's sort of like simmering nicely. Just leave that for a little while. In fact, I might leave the lid open just for it to reduce a little bit. All right, this is starting to look quite good. I'm quite impressed with it. I have just sort of like tried the sauce, and it is quite tasty. I do feel the need to kind of cut one of these open because it's chicken, just to make sure it is cooking properly. Now I can tell actually that that's nowhere near ready yet, although I'm guessing that yeah, that's a bit closer to being ready with it being in the middle of the flame. So I might just move this around a little bit.
Are you going to flip it?
I'm not going to flip it. No, I'm definitely not flipping this one. Flip those round, and then if I move those a little bit further that way, and then slide that one a little bit more into the middle, just to make sure we get an even cook. Now this is a difference from slop, isn't it? Right, let's have another look. Oh, that's looking quite good. Just give it a poke with knife. That's feeling better. Yeah, that feels a bit more cooked. Oh, that went through really easy, yeah. Okay, I think we're now ready to add. Now I didn't bring any corn or anything like that to add to it, which I thought would be a nice touch, but I have got the rice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break some of this rice up, which should soak up some of the fluid, I hope. That's the plan, Stan. Add a bit of rice into this. I think that'll do for the rice. Get that in. And then let's get this closed again.
It is where you've peed.
Right, let's have a nosy. I've had to put some light on. It's getting a bit dark. Oh, that looks a bit filthy, doesn't it? Look at that. It's nicely softened rice. I think we should get this dished up. Not because it's ready, but because I'm hungry. Oh, but that does look quite good. It's a very full pan, but also we are on a bit of an angle here, so that's not helping matters. Well, let's get it dished up. I feel like Gordon Ruddy Ramsay. If Gordon Ramsay would ever cook in country with a pan in makeshift conditions. Gordon Pansy, let's call him Gordon Pansy.
Gordon Pansy. You should bring out a new range of pans.
The Gordon Pansy. This is where we could make our money, oldest friend.
Yep.
The Gordon Pansy range.
Yep.
I'm going in.
You want some of that?
No, I don't want any of that. Oh, let's give it a whirl. Oh, it's cooked thoroughly, which is always a bonus, especially with chicken.
Yeah, you don't want it medium rare.
Yeah, there you go, look at that. Oh, looks all right. Let's give it a go. Actually, don't need the knife, it's that tender. This is a winner.
Chicken dinner.
Quite literally. Oh, this is really nice. Really coconutty. Bit of spice. Welcome to Cooking Fantastic, the new cookery channel. As inspired by Dave Holmes. Thanks for watching. If you like my bullshit, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Cheers.